So, hey guys, this is Mohos Dennis, and I'm living at ODH, the Dayak Hotel. And I just wanted to share with you my life experience in the first week in Hungary, how I traveled from my country, Uganda, to Budapest. I can tell you, I left Uganda, it was like on a Friday night. That day, I can't forget what happened. It was a really challenging situation because I wanted to exchange my currency from Uganda shillings to euros. So I did that. I went to Akamwe Mall to exchange my money, but the exchange rate was very high. They told me 4,550, and I saw they were going to cheat me. So I had to. What saved me was these guys didn't have. They only had 50 euros, and me, the money I had could not reach 50 euros. I wanted 170 euros. You know how I was saved? So I was going to get 170 euros instead of 200 euros. So I said, no, no, no. I want all my money changed. And these guys were so hard on me. The girl I remember had withheld my 10,000. She didn't want to give it to me. Then I finally said, give me back my money and I go. Then I'll come back tomorrow. After that, I took a border to town because it was already 6 and I was sure that those places could have closed. So, but by God's grace, I reached and found some exchange centers were still open, and I didn't know whether they have given me fake or correct money. So I took a risk to do the exchange, irrespective of whether they're giving me fake money or non-fake money. So I exchanged, and my 814,000, and they gave me 200 euros. You know the joy I had, because by that rate the exchange rate was 4,070. You can get how much loss I was going to make. I was going to make a loss of about from 75. You count from 75 and then you go to 200. What a great loss I was going to make to do that exchange. It was too great. But I was saved and I got my 200 euros. Then I moved back to Chebando. Okay, I'm sorry. So you get 175, okay, 25 euros. So I was going to be cheated 25 euros. But it was the grace of God that made me come, and somebody had told me to bring for him some flour. So I did that. I went and bought the flour. Of course, I added on mine so that I could reach the 5 kgs. And because I'd almost exchanged all the money and didn't want to borrow money again, then on that very night, I reached home. I started packing, and my wife was so bitter with me, like as if he's the one going. You guy, you're delaying me. I want to go. As if she was the one going to travel. I don't know why women are like that. Because your husband is traveling to go and make the family better, but you are just disrespecting him. You are just disrespecting him because he said, you are making us, you, I don't want to go late. You are delaying us. What were you doing all day? Oh God. I said, what? That's the day you're supposed to be so sweet to me, but you becoming so harsh to me. It was so bad. But I took it lightly because I knew that's how she is. Maybe she's so deeply hurt that I'm going to leave her 42 years. I took it lightly and said, okay, It's that's how you treat your husband. It's okay. And I packed my stuff because they were there eating. You, we are leaving you. Come and eat. What are you doing? Oh God. I said, what's this? You know, I think sometimes the fear of a person leaving you can make you to behave in a very queer way. But that was bad behavior. I packed all my stuffs. I think I didn't forget anything because I'd already made my packing rehearsals. So after that, at around 10:30, we took the car to the airport, used the expressway. Then we reached the airport. We got off, pulled our bags. I found the auntie. Her auntie had got told a friend to escort me. Yeah, it was good, but I really didn't need to deserve that kind of sending off. Yeah, none of my brothers and sisters was around. Yes, but they did some good love to me. Yeah, I'm a very friendly person, very simple person. I don't like shouting. But on the way, she told me, please, medium of communication is Runyankole. Don't talk English. No, me, I was talking to the sister in English because I was explaining to the sister. I talk much easily in Runyankole than English. No, I talk much mostly well in English than Runyankole. So I had to, yeah, that's just what she said to the rules. You obey the boss. The rules of the boss can be obeyed. And then we reached the airport. Like we, and thereof, I said bye bye to you. And then I went into the checking in. And then we were checked in. We got our tickets. We went to the business class room. The lounge. It is a lounge. I don't know how the name of that lounge is, but it is the business class lounge. I've forgotten the name, but it's nice place in Entebbe. The food was self-service, so even if I had not eaten at home, there was no problem. We satisfied ourselves. Then final time for going was up, and we boarded as VIPs, Egypt Air, and then we headed for Cairo. Yeah, it was a smooth journey. Cairo we reached, though we didn't set off according to the flight plan. It was a bit late because the plane arrived late from Egypt, and went safely, landed in Cairo, finally found our boarding place. Then we quickly checked in and sat waiting for the time to depart. The plane finally was ready, and it was also late than the time communicated. And still in the business class, we headed to Budapest. Yeah, on the plane, I got a chance to socialize with somebody who was from Egypt. She was a young girl, but was staying in Romania. And then we proceeded post airport. We found all the students from Uganda waiting for us. They to guide us through the journey, and it was really marvelous thing. Yeah, we couldn't get lost. We reached there. I had to go and change my money. Got about 20 euros. I only got 20 euros. The remainder of the 180 euros remained in my pocket, and I changed it. So I traveled by train. Some old student called Silva escorted me up to my hostel. This man is a hero because he was with me till we reached Obuda Bogdan, followed because when you reach in Hungary, your phone does not work. the lines of Uganda don't work. So you have no data and you don't know where you're going. Very, very, very bad. So I really had to what went to my hostel. The receptionist was very good, Opidadaya hostel, and he's gave me to one of the senior dorm leaders and took me to my room, oriented me briefly about the rules and the places, and I quickly settled. I remember that night I had nothing to cook with, so I met some friend from Ir, is it Pakistan, and he gave me his pan. So I boiled water and made my kashela. I got a cup from some student from Nigeria and a spoon. It was a marvelous day. I took that and took a sleep. In the morning, I woke up still hungry and I moved around. Then there was some student who wanted me to give him some flour. So I took it for him. Now I was so hungry, so I went to buy foodstuffs. Then I got some other friend who is in second year, the same course I'm doing, from Ethiopia, and he took me through the town. We boarded the train. He took me till when I changed my money, and we came. I was able to buy the phone line. I bought my adapter for the laptop. Then he became a good friend. I bought my saucepan. I bought other plates for what to use. And I came and settled in my room, and that was Sunday. So 1 week after reaching, 1 week after settling in Budapest, I made my first meal, and of course, I made a historical meal, which was millet with peanuts, which is my favorite meal. Yeah, I was so glad that I reached safely. And then Monday, I'd made appointment with the International Education Office. I went there for to register. I picked my residence permit and signed, registered with them. Then I now had to go to the faculty office, which I didn't find because I'd forgotten I'd forgotten my photo. So I came back, picked my photo, took it back to our administrator for the faculty. I registered with him. Then I moved to the government office. I couldn't find it. So I came back to the dorm and slept. Following day, I moved to the government office. Then I also, after that, it was in Shmentcha, District 8. Then after that, I had to, okay, I had to open the bank in Delek, Florinchta. I took a bus for a few minutes, then I got off and looked for the nearby bank of Eriste, which was nearby, and I initiated opening of the account. And the guy told me come back tomorrow when the main branch has accepted. Following day, I was early on time, and I found the address accepted. I opened my bank account, and I was good to go. Thursday reached, and I actually don't remember what I did on Thursday. I welcomed other students who were from the country whom I had known, and it was a pleasure welcoming new people and taking part. Thursday was our faculty registration day, and they took us through the faculty. They showed us all the faculties. that we are in, that we go to study. They showed us the library. We came back. They gave us some brief talk about what we need to know, and then took us to what? They took us to they took us to the now outside. Our administrators were ready to receive those documents. But me, I'd already registered a long time, and I didn't need to put my documents there. And I say that's then now Friday. Friday, what did I do? Friday. Friday, I don't think. I took somebody. Friday, I don't think I did anything. I was already in my room there, and that was my first week. And okay. Friday, I went to IKEA. There was a supermarket. Went and met some other old girls there. And then Saturday, we visited some friend in Hungarian University of Life Sciences and Agriculture, Mate. And she welcomed us warmly and gave us a very nice meal. After that, we came back. Then after that, we had Sunday. I didn't have anything much to do. I relaxed. I registered for online classes, and that was me. Have a blessed new week.